Hello, hello everybody. Welcome to this very special YouTube video. I've got a little collab here with my special guest, Shinobi.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's good to be here, and we're going to learn some Picross today.
Yeah, if you guys have never heard about what Picross is, it's pretty much a logic puzzle. So it's kind of like Sudoku or other logic puzzles. Called a nanogram, actually. Picross is just the name of there's like some DS games, there's Super Nintendo games. Literally today we're going to be playing a Super Nintendo game. It's also on the Switch. There's so many different kinds of logic puzzles, and this is a really fun one. It was actually requested in my first like few months of streaming. I didn't know how to play Picross before that. But now I am an expert, and I will show you. I have played many Picross games in the past year, so now we're gonna even teach a cat how to play Picross.
Yes, if I can learn it, so can you.
Exactly. We're gonna start from the scratching post over here.
Yes.
All right. So if you guys have never seen Picross, this is Mario's Super Picross. Get going. Dun, 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 dun. So we're gonna start a new file. We're gonna start from the beginning. I want a very basic level to show Shinobi how to handle this. So should we start with the tutorial? Yeah, probably, right?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Now, the first time I was ever introduced to this was when I saw you streaming it last night. Like, I've heard of Picross before, but I've never played it or gotten into it at all, so we're starting from scratch here.
Oh, this is gonna be so fun! Okay, starting from scratch. Really, last night? I can't believe that. Okay, so yeah, that was so funny. We were just chatting in the stream, and Shinobi was like, "Teach me!" And I love teaching people how to play Picross. Every single time I play Picross on stream, I am explaining how to play it, and I actively encourage you to play with me. I love when people like tell me what to do. Not tell me, well, like, like I feel like I'm playing the game with chat when chat is like, hey, there's this thing you missed over here. Like we're sitting together, we're playing. So I'm glad that you're gonna be able to do this in the future, Shinobi.
Yes. Teach me your ways, master.
All right, so here's how to play Picross. So the numbers on the top. So there's numbers on the top and to the left. You see right there and right there are hints indicating what cells to clear. So meaning like which ones to fill in and which ones not. If you chisel in the right places, so the reason that they're chiseling in the 5s here is because it's telling you, okay, they're doing this so fast, so I definitely need to do some explaining out here. A hidden picture will be revealed. It's the letter N in this case. So basically what just happened here is that the numbers on the top and the numbers on the side are telling us what is going to be filled in. So let's start with the 5 at the top there. It means that there's going to be 5 filled in spots in that row. And there's only 5 squares, so you fill them all in. And that's why he did that so, like the tutorial did that so fast. But I'm going to slow it down for you in my tutorial. Now here's the rules of Picross, important. These numbers on the top show how many cells in each column need to be cleared, as in filled in. For example, this 5 here indicates 5 cells need to be cleared in this column. Yep. These row of numbers show how many cells in each row need to be cleared. For example, this 3 and 1 means there's 3 cells to clear and then 1 somewhere else along the row. But they're in order, so it's not going to be 1 and then 3. It's always going to be 3 and then 1. And there has to be a space in between them, because the 3 means that the filled in spots are consecutive.
So 3 touching and then...
Huh?
So 3 of them touching is what that
Yes,
means. Yeah.
Exactly. You have 30 minutes to complete a puzzle. If you take too long, it's game over. Clearing the wrong cells cost you time, and that's in Mario Picross. In Wario Picross, they won't tell us. So there's different rules depending on like the game that you're playing, but the basic gist of it is you fill things in and you get and you uncover a picture.
So Wario's like a bad guy, so it's harder because he's mean, right?
Yeah.
Got it.
If you know a cell isn't one you should clear, mark it with an X. And let me tell you, that's really important because it's just as important to know where you're not going to put something in order to find out where you are going to put in something. So like in this 3-1 example, it's 3 plus 1 equals 4. But there's a space in between them. So that equals 5. So that means there's only one place for everything to be filled in because it's consecutive. So it's going to be 3 first, then a space, and then a 1. And so you have the 5 total. So it's almost as easy as the 5 right under there where you can just fill in all of that 5 in that row.
So the trick is figuring out where those filled in blocks go.
Yeah.
Especially if there's only like 1 or 2 on the entire row, like you have to figure out where that 2 goes and where that 1 goes.
Yeah, it gets difficult, but we're not, this is teaching us how to use the hints, but we're not going to use any hints. I'm throwing you in raw, like.
Alright.
Yeah, we're not getting any solutions. We don't need that. We're here to learn how to play. We don't need hints.
We're going hardcore mode here.
Mm-hmm. So let's start out at level 1. We're gonna start out with a nice simple, easy level. No hints. And this is pretty small. I know that Shinobi you were watching last night, and they were definitely not as small as this. So this is like easy level, 1 little quadrant. But we can add more quadrants to make it harder later on. Like we'll do harder levels. But we'll start off with this easy one. So we just learned the 5. We also learned in the 5 box, there's an easy trick here with the 1 and the 3. And now we need to figure out where these 2s are. So
I see there's a 3 and then a 1 on the next row over.
Good catch. Good catch.
Okay. Yep.
That gives us even more hints.
Nothing escapes the eye of a samurai cat.
No. So now we're gonna just go along this row because we can figure it out along this row without the columns. I just want to point something out, you know, why the X's are just as important as the ones that are filled in. So this column here says 2. No 2 fits here because of the X's, so we can X that out automatically. This row right here, the 2, there's no way that the 2 can go to the right here, and there's a spot here, and it's not going to go here because it's consecutive. So we know that the next filled in spot is right there. And up here.
What is that?
So in the Mario game at the beginning, they're spelling out Mario Picross, I think.
Okay.
On each level. But later on, we'll get to like big pictures and stuff. It's, you know, like with smaller stuff. Yeah. So this is Ma. So this is a Japanese character probably.
Oh, it's a Japanese character. That's cheating.
Yeah. It's a Japanese game, so that's what we
I
get.
I can read katakana, but I wasn't aware Japanese is going to be a part of this. So.
All right,
next
so
one.
can we go up to, let's go up to the harder level over here. And then we can do an even harder one. All right, so now we've got this split up. Now it's a little bit bigger. Now we can't use that trick with the 1 and the 3 because it could be 1, 3 here, but it could also be 1, 3 over there. So we gotta think a little bit harder. So this 8 here, this is the biggest number we have, and it takes up most of this, right? So the strategy to figure this out is you're gonna want to fill it in your mind because it's gonna take off points if I start filling things in. But you're gonna want to fill in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from one side. And then the same thing from the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So those two ways that the 8 could start and finish on this level means that there will always be spaces filled in the overlapping. So this did not overlap, and this did not overlap, which means that they're definitely going to be here, you know? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So now that we have this row, this column here, we want to look at the row and see what we can fill in here. So we know that there's only going to be 3. So 3 can fit this way with an X there, and 3 can fit this way, but it doesn't fit anywhere else over here because it has to be attached to this block since it's consecutive. Same with this 4. So 4 this way, 4 that way, and X out the rest. 6 over here. So 6 is interesting because 6 won't fit this way. You can fit 3, but you can't fit 6. So that means that we can fill in on the other side. So we can fill in 2 here. And then it's going to be 2x and then 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. With 1 left over here. So I'm pretty sure there's something we can figure out here, but there's lower hanging fruit that we can target right now, like this 7. So we'll do the same thing that we did with the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it would end here. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that overlaps. So now we have 4 here. We know that this is an X. This is definitely going to be the 3, which means that this is going to be the last possibility for the 3 right here. So that means the 3 cannot go here, and the 1 can't either because the 1 goes before the 3. So that's how we X that out there. Same over here, we got a 3. And then this is another strategy here. So this top column has a 3. But a 3 does not fit here, so we can X that out. A 3 does not fit here, so we can X that out. It only fits over here, so we can fill in these 2 spots now. And it's all just going to avalanche together. So over here, we can't put a 2, we can't put a 3, so it gets X'd out. We can put a 1, so we don't get to X out anything here. But look at this, now we got even more hints over here. It's going to be 6 and a 2 over here. Now that we have this filled in, it's going to be extra easy to figure this one out because 6 doesn't fit. Like this cannot be part of the 2 here because only 6 fits here. So basically, filling out this 3 column without even knowing what the full 3 is has allowed us to really understand where this 2 goes. And now we got these 1s, we can block out all of these columns. And that's one of the really satisfying parts about Picross. It's just this whole avalanche effect that winds around as you uncover things. And just one thing leads to the other, it's all connected.
Yeah, so the more you figure out and deduce, like the more you're able to figure out from there, and it just it's like a domino effect, kind of.
Yeah, right? Exactly. So we got a 2 here. We know that doesn't go there, so there's gonna be a 1 somewhere up here. Oh wait, this 3 we can fill more in. Oh, and these have X's under them, so that means that everything is gonna go up. So 2, 4, 6, 7, and 8. Ooh, which is giving us answers for this top column. So 3, 3, and this is 4. This is 2. This gets blocked out. This one gets blocked out, so we've got the 3 now, and it all just avalanches together. It's so satisfying. This column here, it starts with a 2, and then there's a 4. There's
so the 2 has to be at the top, right?
Yes, you got it! If a cat can learn, you can too!
Yes. So it's like the more of the puzzle you figure out, the more you can figure out. So really, the hardest part is the very beginning, where you don't know anything, right?
Yeah.
Because you have no information to work off of.
Yeah, you see, it's literally just all avalanching over each other. Till we have this last final spot. And there's if you see here, there's 2 and 1.
We already have the 2 in those columns, so we can just X those out, yeah.
Killed it! Woo! What is it? What's it gonna be? It looks like a mermaid.
Yeah, I was gonna say a mermaid?
Right? It is! It's a mermaid!
Wow. Heavily pixelated so as not to break TOS. Very nice.
Oh, and the Mario
tasteful.
Picross animates it. It's so cute.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's just pixel art, and it's a puzzle to uncover pixel art. It's lots of fun. So now that we've done the easiest and the hardest levels on level 1, we're gonna go straight to level 3. Can we do it?
Yes. Only level 3? I mean, we could go back to level 3, sure.
Let's do, yeah, we can go back. We did these last night. We did these 3 last night.
Okay.
Let's go with the hardest one. Let's really challenge you now that you know how to play Picross.
Okay. I was hoping for level 99, but yeah, we can do 3. That's fine.
Okay. So, and
Okay, so we have 10,
the Wario music is so good. So yes, the 10. So, do you remember the strategy for this?
Kind of. So the 10 have to be touching, and it goes somewhere on that row.
Yes. So we're gonna
So
fill
the
in
problem
from
is
the
finding
left.
out. So the problem is figuring out which 5 are not going to be part of that. It's either going to be all the way on the left or all the way on the right. Right.
Well, it's figuring out which ones are gonna be filled in. So you fill in 10 from the left and 10 from the right, and both of those overlap with 10 right here.
Yeah. Okay. So
And
no
then
matter where it is, it's going to be there.
Yeah, exactly. No matter if it's on this side or if it's like half on this side, if there's like 3 here and 2 here, it's always gonna overlap in the middle. And you can do that with really big numbers. It's harder to do it with smaller numbers, like 2, 3 on this 15 long board. But as you start, you keep going. So another strategy that we didn't, I don't think we went through this one we kind of did, but it's when things are right up against the wall, that's the easiest thing. Because the first number that's in the sequence, or the last one if it's at the wall at the bottom, will tell you what it is. Because you can't go this way. This is 1, I can't go 3 this way. So we know that this is going to be 3 filled in like that. And then a bunch of 1s. Dun, 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 dun.
So those numbers on the top is... So those numbers on the top, are those like for the quadrant or for the whole puzzle? Like the 3, 2, 3. That's for the whole puzzle, right?
That's the whole column. Yeah, that's the whole column. But since we had this first one filled in, we knew it had to be attached to it, the first 3. So that's what tells us about
something
it. So
has to be there, yeah.
Yeah. So this one, it's either going to be the 3, but the 2 can still fit. So it could be the 3 or it could be the 2, and the 3 could be over here. So we'll have to uncover more about this row before we figure that out.
Is that a 12 on the bottom? We could use that.
Yeah, we can definitely use this. We can figure this out. Let's put this 10 in. There's a 10 down here. And then let's look at this 12. So the 12 is going to be... And now we can fill things in because we won't lose points. It's not going to tell us the right answer on this level. So we can... 2 here. And then... 12 would be... Oh, all of this. Oh, okay.
So that just gave us the answer right there.
Yeah, that's the answer. We got... We did so good!
It was tough, but we worked through it.
It was a tough one. So something that we can figure out in this row now is that these are consecutive. There's no breaks in this 10. There's no 10, 1, 10, 2. There's none of that. So that means that this is going to be consecutive, and we can fill that in there.
So
Which
it has to
also
be part of
means...
that.
Yeah. Which also means, I don't know if you remember, but our strategy was to count from the left 10 and from the right 10. But now that these two are filled in, we can block out 2 on the left side because it's now 10 this way.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So how many is that? 7 on that row that we have filled in?
Yeah, 7. And then 3 on both sides, allowing for the 10 to go either way.
Yeah.
It's interesting because you can like, if we had added up the numbers for this, 12, 2, and then there's 1 space, we would have known that it was 15. But I don't know. I feel like doing less math is fun.
Yes.
That yes was so determined. Alright, now we've got an 11.
It says on my lore page that my weaknesses are dogs and math. So, less math good.
Less math good. So for 11s, it's usually, it's like, it's 1 more than the 10, right? So there's an extra 1 on each end. I just wanted to point that out because I'm not filling it in because of this one, like we did on the last one. I'm filling it in because 11 this way and 11 that way, even without the 2.
Okay, that's an 11 too. I thought that was 1, 1, 2. I was like, that's too many blocks for that. Oh, okay. It can be hard to tell the numbers apart sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, so even though we don't have the full 15, we know that this is going to end here because the 2 has to go after the 11. So we know that that's going to get blocked out, and we can fill this all in. And we finished it for our first row!
Yeah.
Yay!
We got 1 column and 1 row.
Oh yeah. Killing it.
So on the top row, we know that that's going to connect because... So we can fill in that.
Oh, up here? Yes, the 10!
Yeah.
Good catch. Good catch. And we can block out the 2 over here. And this second top row, we now know that there's going to be the 3 over here. And the 2 is right here. We also know about the 2 and the 8 here. So this is going to be part of the 8. And this is going to be part of the 2. So let's pretend that the 2 is here. That's like we want to be conservative about our guesses, you know? So let's pretend that the 2 is here. And then we want to fill in the 8. So we can fill in 4 right here. Yeah, we can fill in 4 right here, I think. No, I think it's 1 less. Yeah, because we can also go here. And then this is 4. Oh no, then it is here. Okay, perfect. Yeah, 4 and 4 is the 8. But we don't know anything about this yet. We're just filling in this part here. And then 4 this way. Because the 8 could still go this way as well. But we just filled in 3 more spots. It's little victories.
Yeah. So on the second row, okay, we don't know anything about the 3 yet, so never mind. Yeah.
No, but we're getting closer. We can get something about the 5 here. So the 5 has an X here, which means that the 5 isn't going to start in this square up here.
Yeah.
So we can X that one out.
So it's going to connect to those black blocks down there somewhere, the 5.
Yeah, the 5 is going to connect to that black dot down there. Yeah, we know that as well. Also, since we X this out, we can add 1 over here. Because we had space for 3 on both ends. Now we only need space for 2 on both ends. So now we got this 2. Awesome. And then this 5 is going to connect. Yes, so we have the 4, X, and then the 4, and then X. Because that's as far as it's going to go. The 5 isn't going to go further than that. And this is definitely part of the 2. And there still could be a 4 up here, so we know nothing yet. Ooh, we do know something actually, though. Because a 6, we got this X, which gave us the location of this 6.
Yeah, the 6 can't fit on the left, so yeah.
Yeah, you're getting it! Yay!
I already see the picture. It's clearly a sink. See how like the sink is on the bottom and then like That thing on the top is the faucet. Do you see
Oh,
it?
you didn't get to sing? I don't know. I think it's too early. I don't know, but yesterday, you know, like sometimes it's crazy. Sometimes on stream people will guess them and I'll be like in shock because like, what even is this?
Yeah. That's what I see so far. It could change. Could be anything.
Yeah. So let's see. We got the 1, 2. Now we need 1, 2, 1. And we have this over here. We know nothing yet. So we're closer, but not quite there yet. Okay, this one is definitely going to be a 1. There's no way that's a 3. This is also going to be a 1 because the rows are all 1s. And this is also going to be a 1. Remember, the X's are just as important. Just a second ago, we thought the 4 could have gone here. Remember that?
Yeah.
Now we know. Now we know the 4 has to be down here. And it overlaps because up this way, down this way, overlaps right there. So we can get another X on this side.
How silly we were a couple of minutes ago.
How silly! With all the information we have now. Oh, and we got the
So we
1.
can do that, yeah.
Yes. And now we know this is going to be a 2 for sure.
Yeah.
And then there's going to be a 1 somewhere. So if this is a 2 for sure, then that's an
We
X.
can put an X there, yeah.
Yes! Shinobi, you are learning quickly.
It's like, this was baffling to me when I first heard about it, but you're doing a good job explaining it. It's getting a little more clear.
Thank you. I'm glad it's working. Alright, so this last one here has an X. And it's gonna be a 3. Oh, and it gave us where the 4 is gonna go. We're killing this. It's an avalanche now. Nothing can stop us.
I think the perfect theme song for this episode would be Avalanche by Cheap Talk. You ever heard of Cheap Talk?
No, I haven't. What is that?
So they make like 80s style music, and it sounds totally authentic. Like you totally guess it was like right out of the 80s because they use like different sound effects, like musical distortions and like crackles and pops from like, you know, cassette tape and stuff. But I was shocked to learn that they're actually not from the 80s. They're actually like a couple of like 30-somethings today. They just have a really strong love of 80s style music, and they just make music like
funny.
that. Yeah. And they have a song called Avalanche that would be perfect for this.
Oh, that's great. I love 80s synth. Like, that's just the best. Like, Depeche Mode is in the 90s, but they use that synth, and I love it. And also, like, you know which one I unapologetically love? I don't know if you've ever heard the song, the movie, if you've watched the movie Music and Lyrics. They like made up a... Huh?
Never heard of that.
No, it's with Hugh Grant, and they made up a song in that movie. It's like a 2000s movie, but they made up an 80s song. Like, they made up like a stereotypical, like, this is like the top 10, like, #1 song, like, and I unironically love it. It's like, it goes pop. Okay, I can't do it with this music, but it's like, it's so funny. It's definitely worth checking out. It's so funny.
We'll have to trade after the video.
Yeah.
I can show you Cheap Talk and you can send me that video.
I'll put that video in the comments too, just so everybody knows the magic of this movie. And then, so I figured something out over here that I wanted to share, because this is a big one. This is 3-2 with lots of unknowns over here. I was filling things in over here, but I think that you guys can follow. I think you can follow what I was doing over here. So, but over here, it's 3-2. 2 does not fit right there. So, oh, this is big. So, now that we know that this is not filled in and this is not filled in, the full 10 comes full circle over here. Oh, yeah. Now we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yay!
We might be able to fill in something with that 6, the 6-2 row on the bottom.
Oh yes, you're right.
Maybe some couple of blocks in the middle.
Right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And
I'm catching
this
on.
this ends in 2, so I'm pretty sure it ends right here. Got a 1, and then another 2, and then another 2. Oh yeah. We're killing it. Alright, and then over here as well, we got a 7 and a 1, 1. So this is definitely connected. 6. And then there's gonna be a 1 here at the end. Oh yeah. We got this 3 now because we blocked this out. Didn't even see it happen. And then the avalanche. The avalanche happens. And we got this one. Finished another column. And you didn't even feel it.
Everything falls into place. That's a good feeling.
Yes. And now we've got this back row. We can figure out this, that, and that. And these over here. Look at that. It's an avalanche. Oh yeah. It's really coming together. What is it gonna be? This looks like a baby carriage. I think that's what it is. That's my guess.
I was gonna say like maybe a chipmunk or a squirrel or something.
Oh my gosh, I think this is it. Is this it? Is there anything else? Okay, wait. 2, 1, 2. Not there. 2, 1, 2. Not there. Over here though. Both of these get filled in now. And the puzzle is
3, 2, 3.
completed!
Yeah.
It
Could be
also
a baby
kind of
carriage.
looks like an oyster or like a clam on legs.
I've never seen a clam on legs, but yeah, I can see it. A skunk?
What is it? Oh, yeah, maybe a skunk.
Would Nintendo give us a skunk? Does it tell us?
Yes,
Yeah, it is a skunk.
Nintendo
Oh,
gave
wow.
us a skunk. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Wow, you could...
When I first started playing this game, I thought that Nintendo would give us Nintendo-related Picross games, but there is nothing that's off limits here.
Yeah.
What is this?
You might say that puzzle really stinks.
Oh, it really does. Oh my gosh, but we did it!
Yeah.
We taught a cat to play Picross!
That was a tough one, but we worked through it, yeah.
Yeah, do you feel like a Picross master?
I feel a lot more confident than I did going in, that's for sure. Because the mistake Wario made was thinking he could defeat a samurai cat.